This has to be seen to be believed, and it's almost as sad as it is unbelievable. Donald Trump has forced his way back onto Twitter. He's tweeting by writing letters, which are then published and retweeted by his kids and friends. This is a former president, folks. You might recall that Donald Trump was banned from Twitter some time ago for constantly, persistently, endlessly, stubbornly inciting violence and telling lies about the 2020 election results. He is now putting out statements through his Save America PAC, which are often duplicates from things he's posting to Gab, some kind of right-wing social network. And it's all on Donald Trump letterhead. But these are now tweets. He is publishing letters that are just tweets. Yesterday, Trump put one out that says, statement by Donald J. Trump, 45th president of the United States. Wouldn't it be fantastic if the legendary Herschel Walker ran for the United States Senate in Georgia? He would be unstoppable, just like he was when he played for the Georgia Bulldogs and in the NFL. He is also a great person. Run, Herschel, run. That's a tweet in written letter form. He figured out how to force his way back onto Twitter. I believe this is a ban evasion, but we'll talk about that. And then Donald Trump Jr. reposts it. And before you know it, Trump's tweeting, writing tweet length letters posted by his family to Twitter. He then sends a much crazier one. And this is, I almost feel bad for the guy. This is one of the saddest statements I've ever seen from a president. Trump clearly triggered by yesterday's announcement from Joe Biden that the U.S. has secured an additional 100 million doses of the J&J vaccine. Donald Trump, quote, tweeting, sort of, writing a letter where he says, it's almost sad. Quote, I hope everyone remembers when they're getting the COVID-19, often referred to as the China virus vaccine, that if I wasn't president, you wouldn't be getting that beautiful shot for 5 years at best and probably wouldn't be getting it at all. I hope everyone remembers. Isn't there something really sad about that? These really are tweets. Now, what can Twitter really do? Can Twitter ban statements, written statements from the former president? No, I don't think so. I don't even think that they should. But if we're honest, this does violate the spirit of the ban. I mean, it is ban evasion, and it's all so strange and desperate. And I know that some are saying nobody should even mention that Trump is doing this. You're amplifying it by sharing it. This isn't about amplifying the content. This is about how Donald Trump has figured out a way in his desperation to be back on Twitter. He's figured out a way to circumvent the ban. It's about desperation. It's about tech regulation. It's about so many other things that we've been talking about on this show. But some aspect of this is also just really, really sad. I imagine Trump sitting there at Mar-a-Lago, eating his KFC and drinking his diets and his malts, as he likes to drink, and watching Joe Biden show up with, as we saw yesterday, the J&J CEO and the Merck CEO, and announcing everybody's going to be able to get a vaccine by the end of, we're going to have enough vaccines for everybody by the end of May. Not necessarily everyone will get one by then. It's going to take some time to inject them. We're doing 100 million dose deal. We may have so many doses, we're going to be giving them to other countries. And Trump wants to tweet, but he's off Twitter. So this is what he is now doing. It's both delusional, but also a little bit sad in some way. I'm not going to shed any tears, though, if that's what you're waiting for. That's the latest from Trump, forcing his way de facto back on Twitter. One of our sponsors is privacy.com. They're giving you $5 when you sign up for their completely free service at privacy.com/Pakman. I've been using Privacy for a little over a year now. You've heard me talk about it before. It's a lifesaver. And here's how it works. Takes just a couple of minutes to set up. Anytime you buy something online or on the phone, instead of actually using your real credit card number, the Privacy app and the browser plugin let you give each company a randomized virtual credit card number that you create out of thin air. It'll even autofill the card number with one click. And the payment is taken out of your checking account without the merchant ever knowing your real information. So this allows you to keep your banking information secure, but also to take control of your finances. You can create up to 12 of these virtual credit cards a month. You can set spending limits. You can freeze them. You can delete them anytime you want. So when you do this, it means you're not going to be charged when you don't want to be, because you can destroy the virtual card number right after using it, which, for instance, I love using free trials because I know I won't be charged when the trial is over if I use a virtual credit card number. You're keeping your identity private by not telling companies who you are. You're keeping your bank or credit card info protected against data breaches and identity theft, and it's free. And like I said, you'll get $5 to spend when you sign up at privacy.com/Pakman.